Calgary Flames currently lead the Pacific Division in both points and point percentage.
Correct.
But what's really interesting is that they've got a plus 52 goal differential. My main question here is, do you think that they're Stanley Cup contenders?
It's interesting because they're playing in by far the worst division in the NHL.
Correct.
So I mean that might be a factor, as
with their only real competition being beaten, bloodied, and battered.
Who, Vegas?
Vegas.
Yeah.
Although we can talk about just how beaten, bloodied, and battered. Oh, my back is killing me in this chair.
LTIR.
Oh,
that's
boy.
Me. I think they are.
Yeah.
And what I think is really interesting about the Calgary Flames is who'd have thunk it? Like, who'd have thunk it with Darryl Sutter?
Yeah.
Like Darryl Sutter, who gets no credit for being a real forward-thinking guy.
The Jolly Rancher.
I think he's a guy I think who's adapted, and he's a lot more cutting edge and a lot more modern than people give him credit for.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big part of it. Like, Oliver Shillington was on waivers last year, you know, and now he's their highest scoring defenseman. He and Chris Tanev playing together have been lights out. You know, and they've got that first line back together with Lindholm, Gaudreau, and Tkachuk.
Yeah,
who have been amazing.
Yeah,
you know, their third line center is Sean Monahan, and now their third line right winger is Tyler Toffoli.
Yeah,
and Blake Coleman. Well, it might be Blake Coleman. I mean, right now he's playing on the second line.
Yeah,
but
Blake Coleman doesn't have any success playing on a third line, though, does he?
No, zero. Yeah. He's been terrible as a third liner.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I mean, when it comes back to it, right? We haven't really talked that much about it, but goaltending.
Yeah.
Goaltending. Okay, so
they pretty much have the goaltending.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Edmonton after, right?
Correct.
Kenny Holland, the GM of the Edmonton Oilers, thought he had Jacob Markstrom.
Yeah.
He thought he had him.
Yeah.
In free agency.
Yeah.
They had it. He thought he had a deal, and at the last minute, it got pulled out from under him. Calgary got him, you know. So put Jacob Markstrom in Edmonton's net, and put Mikko Koskinen and Mike Smith and whoever else and Stuart Skinner and all those other guys in Calgary's nets, and you have a completely different story, right?
Yeah. The teams get reversed,
right? Well, maybe not reversed, but but it's completely different.
Yeah.
So
one thing I'll say about goaltending and coaching, Darryl Sutter does make life easier on goaltenders. If you look at like the cup winning years with Jonathan Quick, you know, Quick was able to be way more aggressive and outside of his net because he knew that Darryl Sutter's defense style would be blocking the back door constantly. And so, you know, you get a little bit of a chicken or egg thing here, but I mean, Jakob Markstrom's been an excellent goaltender from before he was with Darryl Sutter, but it is just to say that, you know, sometimes the coach does build the goaltending. I mean, like, look at Ilya Sorokin, you know, having a good year, and I wouldn't have him as one of my top goalies, but going back to Darryl Sutter and getting his old buddy Tyler Toffoli to, you know, play on the third line there.
Oh, you're being mean.
That was my Darryl Sutter impression.
You're being mean.
That wasn't mean. That was that was the most sincere form of flattery is the imitation.
I think that's a real.
No, but that's his character.
Yeah, that's his character.
Yeah, I
don't think the character matches the persona matches the guy.
Yeah.
I think he's a lot more progressive, and he's a lot more analytics based, and he's a lot more forward thinking than people give him credit for.
No, it's the old Norm Macdonald thing, which is you know, you want to seem like the dumbest guy in the room,
right? Yeah.
And so I'm being a tad mean, but no, I agree with you. I think that the fact is that there's a reason why the LA Kings were putting up excellent advanced analytics numbers before virtually any team was really tracking advanced analytics numbers. And it's because you've got a coach that is forward thinking like that. And Calgary Flames this year, again, it doesn't happen by accident.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
It doesn't happen by accident. So no, I agree with you. But I am curious though about Toffoli. Do you think that the Flames really needed Toffoli in order to push them over the edge? Or do you think that this is kind of like a case of, I'm going to call it Vegas-itis, where it's just the shiny new object?
No, because I don't even think anybody figured he was out there. You know, like, so I think they obviously sort of identified him as a guy that could really help them, which he can.
Yeah.
I mean, so now you've got now your right side is Matthew Tkachuk, Blake Coleman, Tyler Toffoli, and whoever.
Toffoli can play either side.
Yeah, but he's playing the right side right now.
Yeah.
Like right now, their third line is Dylan Dubé, Sean Monahan, and Tyler Toffoli.
Yeah.
That might be the best third line in the league.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and Tyler Toffoli moves up to the second line if you need him to, right? Yeah, I think Calgary was a team just like they've been this year. I think they were like a real dark horse team for trade deadline acquisitions.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, they went out and got the guy that they thought they needed. And I mean, I just don't know how adding a Tyler Toffoli doesn't do anything but help, you know?
Yeah.
Guy's won 2 cups. He's played in every situation. He's been a clutch scorer. He's done it all.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I think it was a great move.
I love any player that can put up 25 goals and kill penalties in the same year.
Yeah.
That's that grouping to me is basically restricted to Mark Stone, Tyler Toffoli, Max Pacioretty as guys that can put up goals and kill penalties.
Yeah.
Patrice Bergeron. Duh.
A little bit. Yeah.
But I guess I was thinking wingers. I had wingers on the brain. All right, shall we move on to the other Alberta-based team?